This is Today with Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda Kotb.
It's time for Today's Woman, and if you've been threatening to change your life, but have been afraid to do it, now might be your chance.
It may be. We're talking about reinvention. It's never too late to change the rules. Deborah Shigley is a contributing writer to Psychology Today, and Susan Swimmer is the features editor at More Magazine, which just released a whole new book on reinvention.
Yes. Hello, ladies.
Hello. We love the topic because it used to kind of be an old school formula. Like you went to work, and then you got married young, and then you had kids, and you retired at 65, and boom, boom, boom. Like that's just how life laid out. But the game's changed, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I looked at 3 categories, which were young CEOs, people that were having newborns when they were middle-aged, and also people who start second careers after retirement. So it is true that this linear path, it's passé. People are scrambling the traditional categories.
Is it really reinvention, or is it the actual evolution of an individual?
You know, it's a good point. I do think it's reinvention. I think we all make choices throughout our lives that I hope are the best at that time, but we at More Magazine say all the time, it's not an age, it's a life stage. So at different times in your life, you want different things. But what's nice is in today's economy, in today's world, you can make different choices. You don't have to be locked in.
But the internet helps a lot with that, right?
People are afraid. I think once you've done a certain thing and you know how to do it very, very well, stepping out of your comfort zone, especially when you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond.
Like your mom's about to.
Yeah, like people have, it's like a new adventure.
I think women are better at it.
You do?
I really do. I think women are natural-born evolutionists.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I think so too. In particular, when it comes to motherhood, right?
Absolutely.
So 40 really is the new 20 when it comes to having babies. In fact, between 2007 and 2009, more women over 40 gave birth for the first time, as opposed to women over in their 20s, which went down.
Astounding.
And this is a huge trend. It's a huge trend.
It used to be a thing when you saw an older mother and older father, you kind of got the look of like, oh God, are those the parents or the grandparents? People didn't know.
Right, yes.
But now that's not happening as much.
I still think that about me and Frank.
There is still a bit of a stigma with women I spoke to. They said they do experience it, but A, they have a sense of humor, and B, you have to think these are people who they really want a child, not to mention the fact that people who have kids later tend to be more financially stable, more emotionally mature.
These are women who made a choice to have a career, and then they would put off the motherhood thing.
But here's what I say. If you want to make a change in your life at any time, just be smart about it.
How can you be smart about it? Does that mean make a plan?
Yes, make a plan. Think about what you really want and what you really need in your life. Do you need health benefits? Do you need flexibility in a schedule? Can you relocate? Think about it. Make a plan. Do your research. The internet is great for that.
Someone was saying there was a woman who wanted to go off and do her own thing, but she needed health insurance and stuff. And someone said, take 10% of your day and dedicate it to your new idea.
Yes.
Keep your health insurance. Take 10% of your money. Dedicate it to your new idea. Like have a little bank that you start forming for the new idea.
In the early time, maybe stay in the job that you have. Make the plan for a change, and when you're ready, you can do it. You make the move. I also say, at some point, you've got to trust your gut and you've got to go for it.
Yeah, jump.
You only go
It's
around
terrifying
once.
for people to change. I think change is wonderful, but most people are terrified of it.
But that's why I say
I'm more terrified of being bored.
I agree with you. Although I don't know, I feel like today with women, there's very much a now or neverness sensibility.
I think age, it's really just a starting point. I spoke to a woman who was 40 when she became a full-time dancer, which is usually the time when people are hanging up their point shoes, right?
Yeah.
So you really have to have an attitude that my age is a starting point, seize the day, and look at it as an opportunity to move forward with the new life and new adventure that you want.
We are healthier longer, we're in better shape longer. Maybe it's time to try something, yes. Okay. But do your research. If you front load it with information and research, it will make you feel more comfortable to make that change.
And there's more.
Yeah.
All right.
She knows everything. Thanks, ladies.
Such a know-it-all.
I know.
Up next, impressing your guests without the stress. Thanks, ladies. In the kitchen.